Now this is a much lighter part of the MoxieTalk session. This is what I call picture association. So I'm going to hold these up. There's quite a few, so we'll try to move pretty quickly through them. But I want to start off before you say anything and go, you started here.
Yes.
When you landed in America.
Yeah.
And in a couple decades, almost 3, you ended up here.
Yeah.
Pretty impressive, my friend.
Well,
now, there's a lot more we're going to talk about between those two pictures.
Yeah.
But what's going on in this one?
That is 1995, our first family picture, and it's probably the only, right? Because I can tell you that picture have a funny story is this. The church have yearly session to take kind of like yearbook picture for you know the church members, and my mom didn't know it cost. Okay, she only make $250 per week.
Oh wow!
Right, and so is my dad. Right, and she do 3 jobs and only sleep 5 hours a night for the first 5 years. So that's the first year she only make around 200, not even 250, and that pictures cost around 300 or 400 something. So she was amazed, but because of that
I'm glad
situation,
you took it, Mama, wherever you are.
And exactly right. Because we took it, then we have that.
Yeah.
If not, I don't think we have any pictures. You know.
And then this is a really recent picture.
Yeah.
I think it speaks for itself. But you want to say who's in that?
Yeah.
That's your wife.
Yeah, that's my wife and my 3 boys right there, 5, 4, and 2.5 right there.
Gotcha. What are their names, if you want to share?
Jaden Tran, Skylar Tran, and Dylan Tran.
That's great.
Yeah.
Now you had sent me some maps. So, we don't have a lot of pictures from your youth when you were in Vietnam, but this kind of gives a perspective on where you were born and where you grew up.
Yeah.
In comparison to the pretty large, or the largest, I think, city in Vietnam.
Yeah.
Ho Chi Minh.
Yeah, Ho Chi Minh City is one of the 2 largest city in Vietnam, and our family live. That show on the Google map is around 3 hours, but it is probably 4 hours or 5 hours because we do scooter ride.
Yeah.
You're talking about scooter ride, yeah.
And you had sent me this picture.
Yeah.
Is that what is that?
Yeah, so that's the location of our church.
I see.
And our family have always been active in church. My grandfather literally have part of building that church. Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
And is this where your grandfather or father worked? Is that correct?
That is the district where we live in.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's the exact location of where our family
And how do you pronounce it for the audience?
Xã Phú Lâm.
I can't say it.
Yeah,
Thank
like
you.
district Phú Lâm. Yeah.
Now these aren't the actual. Let me be clear for the audience. Mud huts that you were in, that you grew up in. But I wanted to show some samples, some visuals. So a mud hut can look like that, I guess, or it can be kind of the mansion of mud huts there.
Yeah.
One's a little bit nicer.
It's very close.
Okay.
So it was literally mud hut like the other side.
Now, was it more like the larger one that I've given an example, or more like
it's
this?
both. It's
Okay.
both. So we truly have mud hut, right? So
Okay.
we use mud to actually build the wall.
I see.
Yeah. So yeah.
Now, did you help build it actually, or was it before
I
it was
witnessed.
already-
I witnessed. I think I was like 5. I witnessed it happen. I see my uncle, my grandfather, my father, my mom does all that stuff. So we take straw from the rice field, and then we pad it up with mud to make the wall.
I see.
Yeah. So that's what happened.
Now, what's for the audience member that's never built a mud hut or even been in one or seen one physically?
Yeah.
Do they fall apart over time? I mean, do they handle against the weather pretty well, or no?
It does last a little, right?
Okay.
So but it does fall off. We
Sure.
gotta do it, redo it quite often.
I got
That's
you.
for sure. Yeah.
So now we're in America.
Yeah.
It's roughly 1997. You're at No Middle, is that
Yeah,
correct?
yeah,
It's your
No
yearbook picture.
Yeah.
See, I went on the internet. I can find you, man. This is you again.
Yeah.
I like that. Cool. Did you enjoy your time at No Middle?
I would say I wouldn't use the term enjoy.
Louisville was very different then. Let me be clear to people watching this.
Well,
than it
but
is now.
yeah, and I don't mean it in a bad
No.
way. For 5 or 6 years, I can tell you, and that's why I have a lot of appreciation for this country, is that I was 100% focused on building out my language skill. right? My English. So I don't divert my brain to anything. Every day that I walk home and feel frustrated for 5 years or so is because I cannot carry on a conversation.
Just a basic.
Just a basic conversation. People ask me, how are you? And I say, yes, I'm fine. And they say the next sentence and I don't know how to respond.
I understand.
And with the mindset of constantly, challenging myself and hungry for knowledge, it's frustrate a kid. It frustrate a kid.
Now, there's a gap in years here, but this is, we move up now to around, what year is this roughly when you marry your wife, V?
7 years ago, I think. So 2012 in
Boston.
Boston. That's land off Boston.
You had a nice little wedding party there, my friend.
Yes, yeah. I was blessed, I can tell you that.
Yes.
Yeah.
How did you meet your wife? Do you mind sharing very quickly?
Yes, so my best friend's sister go, pharmacy school in Boston, right? So, and that's where my wife went. They know each other over there, and the second years of pharmacy, after they finished, all their exam and they feel exhausted, and they decided last minute to go to Las Vegas, I think, but they are under 25. So they can't rent a car kind of legally. So they want somebody with 25 of age and more, and my best friend get invited by his sister, and he don't want to come along. So he take me, alongside, and so we went, and that's how I met my wife in Las Vegas.
So you come from Louisville, right? She comes from Boston. You meet in Vegas, and life lives happily ever after.
That's exactly.
See, not everything that happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. You knew I had to say that.
We took it home.
I hear you, man. So I'm gonna fly through these, but this is you playing with your little boys. I've got a young boy, so I can only imagine having 3 little ones. Wow. Looks like you guys have a lot of fun together.
That's happy life right there for me. That's what I live for.
I hear you. You have to. I love this picture. It's such nothing but pure joy.
That's exactly
Your wife
right.
and the boys running.
Very
this is
blessed.
this is one of the young boys' 5th birthday, I guess.
Yes, and that's a good image of our entire families right there.
Yeah.
When everyone comes together, right? Yep.
That's great. And there's another one.
Yeah.
And then I love this guy.
Oh yeah. Oh my God. Yeah.
I would think you probably look up to him.
Oh, I do. Yeah. I was super fortunate to attend the conference and watch his presentation. Let alone getting to take a picture with this man right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you take a quick moment, tell the audience his name and who he is?
Now I no. Yeah. I forgot his name.
No, it's Miku Kachu.
Yeah.
He's
on me.
I'm trying to think what you would call him, a futurist maybe? Scientist?
Technologist, futurist. Yeah, he's a PhD on that.
I got you.
For sure. Yeah.
Now here we are, World Fest 2018.
Yeah.
You get around, man. You don't waste much time.
Yeah.
So here we are. We're going to move on here. So this is the logo for the Louisville Beauty Academy.
Yes.
And so, there's a lot, it's America, right? We're a capitalist society. We're an open society. So I got to ask the question of all the types of businesses you could have opened, and I'm sure you've been asked this before, but now you can set the record straight, so to speak. Why nail salons? And I'm not being critical. I'm more curious because you're also very successful at it, and you teach it.
So nails business, right? The story is before our family even come to America. We already know we're gonna do nails.
Now, were you doing them back in Vietnam? Was that part of your mother's
No,
portfolio,
it is because
so to speak?
we family, Vietnamese community do gossip and share the success, story with each other. And it moved across the sea, right? So they call our family and say, hey, nail industry in America is growing, and our Vietnamese community is successfully doing it. So we just, replicate and help each other. The more I go into this business right now, the more I know. Now I own, beauty school, teaching many of that.
So was the academy your idea?
Yes.
We got a picture up on the screen now.
Yeah.
The little beauty academy. Did you design the logos for the school?
Yes, I did all that stuff.
I like them.
Yeah.
I'm sure some people probably have different opinions, but I really like them. I think they're really cool. I'm going to keep on moving here so we can keep things moving here. So the certificate of completion, I've got a couple examples here. How long does it take the average person, let's say they have no knowledge in how to do nails?
2 months and a half.
Really? I thought you were going to say a year or something.
No, that's the reason that it multiply wells and we dominate it is because it is short, right? it is doable in lacking of English as the second language in the community. You can still learn this, right? And you can still pass the certification exam. And you can open your own salon like right now after that 2 months and a half. That's how crazy that is.
That's the community thing. I love it. Here's your storefront.
Yes.
I think roughly 2 years into it. And here's you wishing your employees and I think graduates a happy new year. Just at the end. Kind of like the black version too of the logo. Speak briefly about, this is also a big part of your journey. The Louisville Fund a Student Foundation. What is that?
Yes. So we are cash paying school.
Okay.
Even with the first year 70% off discount for the tuition, and second year 50-something%. The population that I help cannot afford even $3,000 to go to the nail school. So I want to find a way to help, and that's why I have the Louisville Fund a Student Foundation.
I see.
I name it in the aspect that I wish each one of us can contribute literally one student. You give me that $3,000 or $4,000, I guarantee success. And if I fail, I'll give that money back to you. I'll find another person that I can pump that money in.
So basically a person that doesn't know you really, or definitely the student, can fund their tuition. I'll make sure I'm clear. And if for whatever reason they don't either graduate or I guess become employed, gainfully employed, you'll reimburse that in broad strokes.
Well, I translate that money to another student.
I see.
So basically your dollar will always have success. Right? And you can brag about that dollar. Right? The funny thing about donation today, we don't trace that. We don't track it to the end goal. I want to have a foundation that does that, and I have a perfect model to showcase that, so you will always see your dollar go through to success.
Okay, now this is you with Lieutenant Governor Hampton. She's making you a Kentucky colonel.
Yes.
Welcome, my friend. I love it.
It was an honor, that's for sure.
It is an honor, and I'm a Kentucky colonel. Here's your lapel. I'm wearing the cufflinks for you, my friend. Cufflinks, and here's your actual plaque as well. That's a big deal.
That's a true honor, but I can tell you that the Lieutenant Governor went beyond her way.
She did.
To actually personally come to my school and did what she does. That is amazing to me. Stay right here.
I can tell. And this is the day of the opening, I think, of the new storefront. Here you are, I guess, talking about the college and getting potential students.
Exactly.
That's great. And they can see the passion, they can see the happiness. You really enjoy it.
Oh, I love it,
man.
You
can tell. Now we're going to the personal side. Here's a baptism, I think. And here's the kiddos. Was this Chinese New Year? What is this?
It's the Vietnamese New Year.
Okay.
Well, the funny thing is today is the New Year.
There you go.
The Vietnamese New Year, coincidentally.
Today
is it.
I'll make a note of that. Here's the little ones. Probably the only time you've ever had them all held in one spot.
I love that picture.
Yeah, man. I don't know which is harder, 3 little ones for you or your wife with 4 boys counting you. Here you are. It looks like you're giving a little talk at the Melwood Arts Center.
Just recently, when I got voted to be the board member of the LIBA community. So,
and here's another Vietnamese New Year, it looks like, maybe?
Yes. I think it's a year before.
And I love this one. This is a great one. I love the outfits. So this next one, D, is Harvard University. Now, was this just a picture you wanted to grab, or do you have a reason for why you took it?
I want to go.
You want a 4th degree?
It's not about degree, Kurt.
You teach?
It's not about degree. It is about learning in the #1 college of the world.
I see.
I am so hungry to go, and not only that is that I worry about our community people. Why can only the elite, the super smart, go to that school? So I always ask the question of why can't I? And I figure out a way for me to go, even when I am not the elite or the smartest kid. So they have the extension Harvard.
I see.
Right? So it means that you and I can go.
I got you.
That's the things. So you and I can go, but the extension school have something cooler than the actual Harvard itself.
I see.
Is that the people who go there are the one who are already successful. You having celebrities, small business owner, but serial entrepreneur, celebrity, entrepreneur, and all that. Doctor, surgeon, they all go is because they are hungry just like me. They simply want to be surrounded by the knowledge and absorb anything that is, something that they don't have. So yeah, that's the reason I really want to go. I don't know when I can go, but I wish to go. That's
You'll
for
get
sure.
there.
Yeah.
Now we're going to fly through the rest of these. Here's the Kentucky Derby.
Yeah.
Couldn't be in Louisville without that. You and your wife look lovely there.
Yeah, thank you.
Want to capture those.
Yeah.
Kind of show the full. Here you are with Mayor Fisher.
Yeah.
At an event. And here you are hanging out with your boys.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like Super Bowl or something. I don't know. It looks like you're all watching a game or something.
No, we went to a concert not too long ago. Yeah.
And then this is the Christmas boys pajama party. I don't quite know what that's about.
Yeah.
But he did approve all these pictures, by the way. For me to show. Here's the family photo, I guess, or buddy photos with all the kiddos.
Yeah.
And if she was here, I'd have her come up.
Yeah.
At the moment, behind every good man's an even greater woman. I love this picture of you two.
I agree. I agree.
Yeah. You got to.
Yeah.
And it's like the same evening. You're at the KFC Yum Center taking in some sporting event maybe or a concert.
Yeah.
And what is this picture of?
So it's the last week. I am part of the board for the Vietnamese community. So we decided to go and, wish Happy New Year to our community. So we're going to go from church, temples, all of them, to wish everyone, the Happy New Year.
That's great.
Year. Yeah.
And I want to end on this beautiful picture.
Yeah.
Kind of go full circle. Nothing but happiness there, my friend.
Yeah, I'm blessed again. Yeah.
You worked hard, though. I mean, it wasn't, nothing was handed to you. You know, your mother's Moxie that got you all over here, and then your Moxie to carry it forward. That's why I named the show MoxieTalk. I mean, you should be proud. You're not done yet.
I hope not. But I usually, this is the first time that I get to reflect. I can say that I don't look back. I don't look back to reveal. I can say this one thing is even the video of our wedding, my wife and I haven't watched.
Really?
Not one time. The pictures we haven't revealed at least one time. We shoot forward and kids and on and on and on. So this is a good reflection, and I think that it's probably a video that my wife and I is gonna watch together.